welcome to the show. This is the show I like to call Bring Your Tactics. Yes, you know, we see how badly I do with your tactics. Essentially, you give me your tactics, I play it with a team. We have one season with different teams. And yes, we changed tactics along the way. We've proven lots of things like tactical familiarity. What's that anyway? We seem to win titles with that, man. We win titles with tactical familiarity. That doesn't mean anything. Can you believe it? We won a title with Liverpool. When I holiday mode with one tactic, they came in fourth. But when I changed tactics in every single game, we won the title with you on stream even. So yes, the thing behind the goal behind the show is to share ideas, right? So you might have a great tactic I've not seen before, and it makes it into a Hall of Fame. We have a Hall of Fame, yes. I think there's 7 tactics. One of you is almost on a hat trick. One more tactic, and you, the first guy to get a hat trick for great tactics. All right, guys. So here we go with the save. We got some tactics in. We're with Bologna. This is our first season. We're not doing too well. 4 points in 3 games. Okay. So first tactic we've got is comes to us from one of you. Naturally, I won't know who it is. It's from Discord. So if you're in chat, please identify yourself. Alpho. Nah, I know who it is. Belongs to Alpho. So we've got. Let's see if he's got any PIs. Okay, why don't you want to click on this guy? Okay, all right. That's a secret. You see that? The mouse doesn't want to click. So what you do is you come back here and you go back in again. And it still doesn't want to click. Wow, this is really a secret DLF, man. So I got to go in here. I can't even go in here. Okay, never mind. So we'll find out about the secret DLF later. So there's no PIs. Wow. Talk about clean, man. This is a really clean tactic. Yeah, man, there isn't a single PI in this tactic. Okay, how many of you get nervous when you don't see any PIs? I mean, how many of you feel like you need to add a PI to your tactics? Hands up, don't be shy. Be honest with yourself. Okay, don't come in here and tell me I don't have any PIs. Just secretly go and put a PI in your tactics. Don't be shy. How many of you in chat? I want to know. How many of you put? Hey, wait, I want to know. Seriously, we got to get this out of the way, man. Yeah, I want to know. Okay, let me. Okay, we won't do. Okay, maybe we'll do a poll. Okay, we'll do a poll. First, I gotta find the polls. Okay, where are the polls? Integration, the stream apps, not this one. Voice control, not this one. Hotkeys, not this one. Service. Yeah, I don't even know where polls are. Actions, no. Action queues, commands. Platforms, no. This is me, terrible at using this. I used to know where those polls were really quickly. Viewers, actions. That must be here. Platforms, stream apps. No. Okay. Action queues, no. Commands, no. Platforms, and then Twitch, stream apps, no. Integrations, no. Really indulge it. This is embarrassing. You just did polls yesterday. By the time I find it, I bet you, right, it's in a very clear way, in a clear place, but I'm probably going over it like the 3rd time and I haven't seen the word. Okay. Commands, platforms, the chat. Oh, there we go. Poll. And how many use polls? Let me use. So we give the poll like 90 seconds, right? So how many of you actually use PIs in your tactics? I'm very curious now. I really want to know. We got 13 of you watching, right? So I'm quite interested to know how many of you actually use PIs. I mean, even one PI. Right? One PI. Be very interesting. So let's quickly look at this tactic first. We've got a pretty average bunch of players. We can't expect too much from them. Put Christiansen here because he looks like he's got good attributes. Posh, nice. Bakuma, 15. Lukume, okay, 13. He's playing as a ball-playing defender. Califori is not 100%. Who's this guy? This guy, okay, we'll play you instead. Okay. You got Ossolini. Ossolini is quite solid, man. You got this guy is the AP. Right runs line. Okay, dictates tempo, brings ball out defense. GU. Wow. Was he a defender in his previous life? 10. Okay. Jan's other guy. We got Sailor Makers, Carlson. Carlson is an inside forward, 15-11. Balance, I don't like. Balance is explain. I'm going to be explaining balance to my son. Can you explain balance to a 10-year-old kid? Yeah, I'm going to have to explain Football Manager to him. Yeah, he's already asking me questions about the game, the YouTube channel. The day he went to school and he asked his friends to subscribe to his father's YouTube channel. I told him, don't do that. Other parents are going to get angry. So, okay, basically, the majority of you, there's not many, man. The people who took part in the poll, quite a small poll, small pool. Kimpy is full PI, sometimes dribble less. Yeah, so that's some of you do, right? So here you go, tactic without any PIs. Okay, the only thing is when you play like this, right? Trigger press all the way. You got to be careful, especially when you do two DMs, especially when you two DMs, like one of them holds position. So it might be worth looking at that group. Yeah, you want to keep an eye on the DM and the backline. So if you see the central defender, and you see the central defender and the DM go for the same ball, then you know your defensive line is too high, or you reduce your prevention goalkeeper, that pressing meter, right? You want to do the one or the other. Okay, so generally that's what my advice is. Okay, Lukman, they're definitely not us, because it looks like we're defending again. Edison shoots, okay, that's well over. I mean, I personally like to watch my games in 3D. Okay, I see more in 3D. Nowadays, with 2D, my advice as well for most people is to start watching the game more in 3D too. The game is moving in that direction where you're going to see more and more things in 3D than you will in 2D. So 2D is just spatial positioning, right? But things like loss of control or poor defending, right? Poor first touch, that is only available on 3D. Yeah, so that's something I would strongly advise people to do. So you can go for the spatial thing like this to see your tactic, and normally what I do is, to see space, right? Go comprehensive highlights for a while. Basically, you're looking at your transition from defense, midfield to attack, and then when you're defending, right? So basically those two. Nice goal, man, from Jesper Carlson from a corner again. I use PIs even though I don't really want to, but players are stupid. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean, Slip Marley, I think something that I think people should be doing in the game is, if you find that you're playing a defender or maybe a wing back who's got like single digit for passing, and has got great acceleration, two things you can do. One is you can choose not to ask him to be a wing back, right? So basically, because he's gonna have to dribble and keep the ball at his feet and occasionally play a pass that might even be a long pass. So in that particular case, you pick the role like a fullback, keep it safe. But if you can't, then what you do is you go to the wing back and you give him a PI. Take fewer risks, which will affect his off the ball as well and on the ball. And then you tell him to take shorter passes. That's one way of doing it. All right, so we come out of this. I'm looking at the defensive comeback. Right, so so what was I looking for when they go back? You know, the ball over the top. I was just talking about the line might be too close, right? So when I'm looking at the ball over the top, honestly, whether the two defenders go for the same ball. So you see this DLP, how close he is to the defensive line. Sometimes you'll see, right, both of them go for the same ball. So far, it looks okay. So far, it's okay. Yeah, that's the one DLP. He's gone in to cover for this position. Then the Volante has gone into that position. Nice. So far, the transition, the 2D space looks good. The Volante isn't too adventurous, leaving us with a problem on the left line. Okay, so the Volante is looking quite okay. I mean, I don't think in this particular case you want to have the PIs, right? Get further forward, take more risks and all that stuff. That's something I like to do, because look at this, the wing back is alongside him. So here, the wing back and the Volante are actually going to work together. With position, I found inside forward and wide target are not easy to use. Like, because the inside forward will go wider if you're playing like let's say you're playing a 4-2-3-1 to AM, right? So when you have the inside forward role and you have a Volante, for example, what happens is the inside forward will go wider. That's what's going to happen. So you got to get familiar with the fact that some of the roles will go into these new positions. What's more important is counter pressing. So sometimes when you're counter pressing, they're in that position already, right? So they're going to have more area to cover. So these are things you want to pay attention to. It's quite challenging, but once you get used to it, it'll be. I find inside forwards are fine. Why target man again? You know, they be wider. So you want to give them options. Like here, you see the wing back is actually coming up, right? So when he comes up, the what's their role? Just not the inside forward. He's actually in the channel. What would be interesting is you didn't play a wing inside forward. You played a winger. Now, if you played a winger, then you might have a give and take, give go on the flanks to stretch the team even more. I've used 2D more usual recently. It's been good for looking at. Yeah, for looking at formation, 2D is good now. 2D is good. Gives you a good idea of how your tactic looks like. Okay, so I mean, so far, what I'm seeing in this tactic is it's doing quite well, right? We thought Volante comes in, AM comes here, right? Inside forward goes wider, wing back comes up. So we've got the wing back crossing over one, get further forward. Do we need to change anything in this tactic? Honestly, no. All pretty much safe. Ball playing defender is actually a very good role for this side of the pitch because he'll bring the ball forward. DLP is holding position, so CD. There's not too many risks here. So if the ball comes to him, he might play a long pass out. I'm not going to change his tactic because I think without any PIs, it's still reasonable. So what you can do, yeah, even this is okay. I won't change too many things. In fact, we'll just play the tactic, but this time we're going to go on 2D. Hey, Simji, long time no see, man. How are you, brother? How are your network saves, man? Are you smashing them? Are you leaving no prisoners behind? All the network save players. What a goal! That is sweet, man. DLF roll, no? In a 4-2-3-1. Look at this. He drops deep, right? And then the Scalvini loses. I think, yeah, at this point, Scalvini loses the ball. Took too long. That's a brilliant goal from Xerxes. Very nice. That's pure skill. Pure skill. We don't have to change anything. I like the tactic. I like the positions they take out. You see, this is what I was worried about. Look at that. Moro is a volante, right? He keeps coming back. Now, this is what I was talking about when I can see in 3D, 2D. In 2D, I won't really be able to tell much. Nowadays, I don't get much in 2D. Yeah, I see everything in 3D, you know. Yeah, this is good. Right, so looking at how they react to the ball. See? It's positioning. This is very good positioning. No, this is like you have to look at the roll, but this is very good. And this is like you're playing on normal width. See this? Sailor Makers, right-footed, gets forward and also winds up. There's nothing here to tell you who's going to sit in this position, right? Except for this. Aggression, anticipation, concentration, and work rate. The importance of these attributes, I can't overstate it enough. Chico D'Amico, how are you, brother? I can't overstate this enough. No, I don't know why yesterday Yoo-hoo didn't work. Huh? Yeah, so that's very good work. So the wing back goes, checks, he pulls. Right, this is the inside. I think this was your inside forward. Good ball, inside forward, inside here. Now, if I were to do something different with this tactic and just go winger, okay, and then let's look at his attributes. Right. He is a right-footed player. So what is going to happen now if he's a winger? If I play him as a winger, he's going to stretch the defense, right? So the two of them will pally-wally. Okay, so these two will work together. They'll be a winger. The volante comes in. There's more space for the volante now. We get width on that side of the pitch. You can do that. Now, if you wanted to create like a situation where you're going, well, maybe I don't want this. I want that to be a problem for the defenders. Right, okay. So now if you want a problem for defenders, right, what you can do, yeah, this will give us width, right? The winger is going to give us a lot of width, right? I'm going to show you something I like to do. Inverted winger on support, sit narrower, volante coming up, right? So he's going to come into this area, wing back, stay wider, run wide with ball. Okay. So now I got this guy going around, right? Volante here. Ball playing defender is going to cover. DLP is going to stay in his position. Inverted winger is going to come this way in now. Now this player, we're going to ask him to roam. Take up more different positions. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create a slight problem for the defense by jamming a few more players in this area. So by doing that, what we'll end up is we're going to end up pulling more of the opposition to one side. You know, sometimes you wonder, right? How do I get my inverted winger or my player into the goal scoring position? That means the DLF can now release that guy as a goal scoring threat. Then this is what I would do lah. Play sit narrower on a winger. Hey, remember the old Palemo chance? Remember, we used to do the Palemo chance, right? They see now, look at this. See what's happened? He's come in, right? Wing back gets free. Score one more. Thanks for the 5 months, brother. You see what's happened? The inverted winger has come into this position, right? Who's got all the space in the world now? The wing back. This can create a lot more problems for teams. No? So you can even have this wing back going. So I've told the wing back to go wide, right? Yeah. So you can actually drill balls. This is when that instruction, low, ball into box, comes in handy. So you're camping right now, right? But what I've done now is I've actually created a situation where we jam one area of the pitch. We're going to create a free runner. That means the wingback is now going to go in unmarked. Either that, or if I go even narrower, the DLP and the volante becomes a goal-scoring threat. The inverted winger becomes a goal-scoring threat. And the DLF is going to have a lot of options to release the ball to. So what we've done with just a small little change with roles and duties, we made the left side we've overloaded the left side and we've created more goal scoring options on that side. Plus, we have also created a situation where this player will be able to become the free player to drill balls. Yeah, I'm a set piece merchant. I can't help it now. The problem I have with wingers is that more often than not, they dribble and lose the ball. You see, if you are getting wingers to lose the ball, then generally what's happened is they didn't have options. You see, what I like to do right now is have these kind of options where he goes, he checks back. Now he's got an option to pass the ball if he had chosen to, right? What you can do, if you really want to reinforce that, right? You do the underlap. Now what happens is the winger is out wide, right? He's going to check back. He's going to check his run. And he's going to look for anyone that's coming on his inside to play the ball to. So that is what you can do if you want to make sure that your wingers offload the ball. So if you're getting a situation where wingers are dribbling or wingbacks are dribbling and they're just giving away the ball, that is the reason. That is why we have the underlap. So you can prevent that from happening. An underlap is not instruction that is just simply gives the ball away. Yeah. So we've created. Okay, the defenders aren't doing badly. Oh, what a goal. Speaking of which, Thailand and Singapore, China is cheering our goalkeeper. Last night, Thailand beat Singapore 3-1. But the whole of China was celebrating. Because Thailand needed to beat China, Thailand needed to beat Singapore by 3 clear goals. And that keeper was was preventing the scoreline from becoming 4-1. Immediately, everybody wanted to go and do some digging around on who that goalkeeper was. They found out his family runs a restaurant. Now, the Chinese fans are going and saying, okay, you know what? We're gonna pay tribute to you by going to your family's restaurant in Singapore. It's quite funny. Quite a moment. I mean, we lost 3-1, but China is through. But disgraceful, India and Qatar. How did that Korean referee allow that ball to go in? I mean, the ball had crossed the touchline, right? It's gone out of play, and they managed to pull the ball back. The Indian players were expecting a corner. Instead, they rolled the ball back, which is out of play, and they then fed it into an empty net. Terrible. Quite sad for India. See, now look at this. Look at that. You tell me you don't have a passing option. Look at that. This is why I like to do underlaps. Now we have that wing back on attack, right? So the widest player now holds up the ball. So you can actually do those kind of overloads. That's like a really simple way of doing an overload. So your tactic is pretty good. I mean, but I'm just introducing. I don't know what happened to. No, this wasn't a VAR because the ball was outside on the touchline. So, you know, like when the ball goes out of play for a corner, right? There's no VAR. Right? Yeah. I was saying, like disgraceful. It's a good result, no? This is a good result for Bologna, who actually have had some poor results lately, you know. And we didn't take off any, we didn't do any substitutions. We just left it like that. And I think this is a solid tactic. Look at that. Not nice, not bad. Your tactic is pretty solid, man. It's a very simple tactic, but I wanted to show you different ways, different things you can do with your tactic. Yeah, there should have been VAR because it results in a goal. I agree. In fact, it's disgraceful or what happened. Completely disgraceful. So everyone is going... some people, I mean, I, for one thing... Yeah. I think it's fixed. I think the game is fixed. It's just too ridiculous. Look at that. How we do the overload here. Right? You keep the ball so well. So this is something that you can do because if you understand what sit narrower does, and that's how underlaps work. You can make some very funky setups with your tactic. That wasn't too bad. So if you look at this game, I will go one game after. Skip data hub induction. Okay, we just roll over. Art of match fixing. Asians, you know, we perfected the art. Okay, so this is our match. And looking at the 12 to feet, this is pretty good, man. 16 attempts, 12 to feet, 3 to hit. Very nice. 1/4. Very good. Not many tactics can say they do. They create most of their chances with the feet. Look at the heat map. Look at where the most of the pressure is. I mean, we have some here, but this is more like congested here. You see this big green patch here? Of course, we were playing for... We only started doing that in the second half, and this is the effect, no? Just in the second half. So can you imagine how much more the heat map would have been if it had been from the start? So we kept this whole side pinned down. So it's not bad. I like your tactic. I mean, I'm just looking at simple things here that you can use to understand your own tactic. See that? When you look at this, right? This is the first half. Still decent, right? Now this is second half. It's much more. There's a lot more combinations now on the left side of the pitch after we made the change. So overall, there's nothing. The tactic didn't change by much, right? So this is how you tell. So this is the second half, and this is the first half. There's a big difference. See, there's more focus here. But now, without even using the focus play and all that jazz, razzmatazz, we don't need to use focus play. People like to think that, I mean, focus play is not a magic button. Yeah, you don't need to use focus play to get play on that side. If you just know how to use some of the other instructions, you get it there anyway. Yeah. So not bad, the tactic. Yeah, pretty good. First tactic. Man, Alpha, where have you been, bro? That was a good tactic. Okay, now we're going to look at tactic number 2. Coming to you from... Ting, ting. Nope, this one we done. Okay, Shadow News. Matty Zucks, your tactic. Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a Trequartista in a narrow 4-2-3-1. Welcome to a very funky tactic. Why is Ferguson a Trequartista? He's like injured. He wants to go and see the physiotherapist. We take him out. We find somebody else. Anybody else who looks like they can play in that. Abansky, nice name, useless role. Useless player. Okay, what about Castro? Nice player. Can't play in that position. So we need to find somebody who can play in that position. Only Nicholas Moro. Not good enough. I think we'll put Froller. Yeah, maybe him. So I'll put Froller there. Put Moro in the middle. and hope he doesn't screw things up. And then Orsolini can't. He's a winger. So you got Fabian as a shadow striker. Not too pacey. No, we're going to have to keep the ball. I like shadow strikers to be fast. And generally more to offer in terms of physical attributes. Posh. Okay, Christiansen. Okay. We got sailmakers. I mean, I'll go with him simply because we don't have enough height. Okay, so have you ever done a video on player match? Because I've already said if your team is mad at you, they conspire to get you fired on the verge of being fired right now. No. I usually define on the verge of getting fired. I ignore my players. Because you know why? The verge of getting fired, right? Okay, there are only two things that will get you fired in this game, right? Okay. Player unhappiness isn't one of them. Isn't one of them. Okay. What will happen is this. Okay, you got basically two things you have to worry about in this whole game of Football Manager. The first is the club you sign with and their ambitions. Now, if the club tells you they want to win the Champions League and you don't deliver, you get fired. Then the players will be unhappy with you because they expect to be competing for Champions League. They will be unhappy with you in the long run, then they start saying, I want to leave the club. So you have to keep the players, so you got no choice. Offer them more money or they stay with you. Now, eventually, they will want to leave the club, and that boils over during the transfer window. Once the transfer window comes in, with their salaries are high, too high, chances are clubs won't come and sign them. So they become like, shit, nobody wants me, I'm going to stay in the club. Okay, they stay in the club. Then 2 weeks after the transfer window ends, they become miraculously happy with you, not unhappy with you anymore. Okay, so what I mean is, if you're consistently in that zone, you're making the Champions League, you're getting close to the final, but you're not winning it, they won't want to leave. Okay. Now, what about if you are a side that's expecting the Champions League and you don't make it? Then your players will want to leave for bigger clubs with bigger ambitions, and the transfer window opens, they'll still be unhappy. They want to leave anyway. So their unhappiness comes down to their targets that they based on their ambitions and the targets they want to achieve. So you got to be able to deliver them tactically. If you can't, then eventually the large number of players become unhappy. I've had the other day I streamed, I mean, you all saw it, like you guys saw it. Okay, we had like the whole damn team, including the under-21s, were unhappy with me. What happened after the window ended? Everybody miraculously became okay. Why? Because it's the transfer window period that they become unhappy because they want to leave the club. So you have a choice. So my suggestion is either you win it, so they stay, or you ride the storm and see how many of them want to go away. Because if they want to go away, you don't have to accept transfer requests. I reject all of them. I just write because they want to leave, right? They say, I want to leave for a better club. Okay, fine. Okay. In some cases, they transfer list themselves. Say, fine, transfer list yourself. See who wants to come and get you. But you can't try and keep everybody at their club, right? So, yeah. The playing time, you see, the thing is, playing time is not an issue, in this game. Players don't want to come if you don't give them at least, it's like Mali. I made, okay, this is the common misconception among people, right? I was also on stream, sign players as star players, and then when they come, right, a few weeks into the season starts, I go to them and I change that from star player to like important player. And these players become unhappy with me straight away. They go like, dude, seriously, why are you doing this? And I tell them there's a lot of competition in your position. They suddenly realize, okay, that might actually be true. So the other thing is, over the course of a season, you're going to be raising their expectations or meeting their contractual expectations, right? It's up to you, You have to be brave enough to go to the happiness and reset it yourself. See, you got to do it. I mean, eventually it's money or the title, or rotate the players, but you can't keep 30 players in a club. There's no way, man. Yeah, that's going to be charged. Sometimes they want a new challenge. It can happen. Sometimes these players, you win Champions League over and over and over. Then they find it's very boring. We're always getting to the Champions League. You know what I want? Then the players will go, maybe I want to play for a team that's trying to get to the Champions League. Then you got to work for that as well. Stay wider here, stay wider, interesting. Volante not doing anything. DM taking more risk. Okay, interesting. Fullback, cross on byline, stay wider. Okay, I get this. Only danger is probably this one of these roles, but we'll see how this pans out. Play, you are assuming they get to the byline, which is okay, interesting. Fullbacks will do a tick-tock up the pitch. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, I think you have to ride it. Otherwise you gotta meet the promises. Like me, I've not won the league title. I only won it once. And I ignore my players all the time on stream. And I still got players like Dragan Milosevic, who's been at the club until he's 30 years old. So, like, you know, this guy is like, at one point, one of the world's best players, no? Yeah. So you've got to think about wages as well, man. You got to give them something. Yeah. Yeah, you got to think about, okay, how do I keep them happy? Yeah, more money? Okay, fine. Some of them might be happy with more money. Or the other option is, of course, playing time, then you rotate the players, but you got to balance out your playing time. You can't give everyone regular starter eventually, because it affects your contractual value, right? So some players might have an ambition to play for the national team. Yeah, so you got to think about all that. And you have to remember, right, players' personalities. You're signing out the good personalities. All the good personalities got high ambition. They all have high ambition, okay? So what are you going to do then? So you can make it so that the players are happy with you. Balanced personalities, low ambition. Yeah, they may not develop very well, but they certainly stay if that's what you want. So it's a catch-22. You want the best, then you have to accept the fact that these players occasionally might want to leave. I like your tactic. You know why? Because it's very hard to play out from the back, man. Even with a track there. I've been noticing it while talking. You see that press? See, this is one of the reasons why I like fullbacks. No? In fact, I will right now tell you that the best role in a 4-2-3-1 is the fullback, not the wingback. The best role by a country mile is the fullback. I don't play wingbacks anymore in my tactics unless it's a 4-1-3-2 or a 4-3-1-2. Even then now, I'm preferring the fullback. In fact, I might want to play a 4-3-1-2 again. Yeah. This might convince me, you know. So I think that, okay, this is nice football. Look at that. He goes wide, he pulls a defender, and then gets space. Brilliant. Oh, that was just a if only situation. If only. See, what we lack is space in the shadow strikers. So if this, I have 11 and 12, and already they're doing that. So my thing is, if you can get 13 and 14 for both shadow strikers, the poacher doesn't have to have much, right? You're going to have a situation that's pretty interesting because your shadow strikers are going to go wide, pulling players, and if they can drill a good pass, yeah, you might have yourself a pretty handy tactic. Pretty handy. The only challenge with these narrow setups, right, is the backline. Yeah. Everyone struggles with playing time. The striker or poacher is fine. Yeah. I probably wouldn't go with anything else. Poacher is good. Pressing forward, I like the poacher. He stays in the area. So there's somebody for the shadow strikers to aim for. And he's always going to be in the area, which means that the shadow strikers have more room to maneuver. So the poacher is actually a pretty interesting role. I would avoid DLF because then it becomes too much of it becomes too risky, because then when you get to the final third, what's going to happen is play stalls for the DLF to make the pass, right? So then you're going to have issues. So far, tactic looks okay, right? Narrow isn't very common. You see, Moro has got a yellow card, right? That is the reason why, I lost the ball. And fullback did very well. Nah. You don't want to play whatever it is in a narrow setup like yours with your shadow strikers being the main creators and all goal scorer. You don't want to play AF. The only role here that makes any sense is the poacher. If you play target man or DLF, then you're gonna get that dynamic where the Triquartista might drop too deep, and then the DLF also drops. We can try. I'm not a big fan of DLF in this setup, but we'll try what DLF on support and see what happens. Yeah, I'm not too convinced. I think the poacher is still the best role. Moro is on a yellow, so this is not looking good for us. We need the Volante to actually be not on a yellow card, but so far he's doing okay. All right, see where the DLF is, right? Okay. Now, DLF and now the Freuler. In fact, I know what to do. We can turn him into a Trequartista and bring Jesper Carlsen as the DLF. Yeah, okay, his jumping reach is a bit not bad, like it's terrible. Okay, we'll play you as a DLF instead. Who else do we got? Who else have we got? We got Dan and Doi. Okay, that guy's definitely not playing. We got, okay, you know, maybe you. All right. Okay. So we basically put a dart there though. No, don't play Volante on attack. You want a double pivot. You want a pair that works out because you're narrow, right? So you want like a 4 across midfield like this. See that? So you got passing options inside and outside. So both sides have passing options. You play a Volante, he might be here, right? So what happens is you put too much pressure on this passing outlet. Right now, you've got 3 to release the pass. You've got 3 here to release the pass. This is one of the reasons why if you're going to be playing a narrow system, you want a double pivot. And when I mean double pivot, you want them on the same duty. Yeah. This way, you got options. See now, the defender has got no issues. He can go back, try again. Then comes in here. Look at that, right? He's got no options. He passes. You see what I mean? Double pivot. Then you release. That is more important. That is way more important. No, leave it. Stay wider is fine. Leave it. Fullbacks on stay wider is fine. You don't want too much of them coming. You don't want too much of them coming inside. It's fine. Stay wider is okay. They will come inside if they need to. This is close. So this is when we're using a DLF and a Trequartista combination. So the track is coming into score. Sorry. Who the heck? Oh, that's before the change. I was like trying to figure out who in the world is this guy? Where did he come from? All right, so we want to get a DM now. Who's this? Abansky, forget him. Jaffa, Bino, okay, definitely not him. Usama Elezuri. Okay, sounds like a fantastic name for a Volante. Because we got a problem, we want Volante, right? Okay, so now we're trying this combination. Okay, so your first combination is very good. Poacher, right? We try Trequartista. Poacher. You see the number of the Trequartista is dropping. Okay, we're running out of options. Okay, we gotta ask Lorenzo Silvestri to be we don't have many options. Okay, guess what? We're looking for somebody to play this role now, because none of them are DMs, no. So it's like, which player is the most likely to play that position without too much drama? Okay, he's one. Silvestri, forget him. So we at least have Sailor Makers. Okay, Sailor Makers, you go out there. He's probably not cursing and swearing at the bench. Like, why are you making me play in that position? Okay, now we'll see. Yeah, now you play unconvincing, right? Now there might be, okay, all right, not too bad. See what I mean? That's why you want a double pivot. This is a very good double pivot. Right, so you go right and... Okay, this could work, huh? DLF and Trequartista. Then he drops back, right? The track also drops back. The only combinations I'm looking at. Poacher is still like, I like Poacher because then the Shadow Striker is someone to aim for. This is a bit too much, a lot of movement, and then we depending on 1, 2, 3 to create chances. Oh God. Got another goal. Bologna and Sassuolo. I think he's offside. He might be. I thought he was keeping it on. Yeah, he kept him on. There, the defender kept him on. This guy. Oh, this guy. Okay, all of them kept him on. Okay. It was so... Yeah, it's a quite cool tactic, man. First time I seen a narrow. Oh, in a long time. Yeah. Like, okay, right? DLF and Trequartista. Look at them combined. The Shadow Strikers are now running rampant. Right? Look at this combination. This combination can also work. Poacher. You got Poacher is nice, but this has got a lot of verticality in the tactic. Yeah. So the Shadow Strikers can give us the width, and those two can make the runs. And the DLF, the good thing about the DLF is the DLF can always press. Yeah, you can always come back and press. Oh, look at that. Stay wider, right? You said stay wider, right? What happened? The guy went out to hold the ball. So this is one of the reasons why I told you not to take it off. Yeah. Quite a good tactic. Not bad, not bad. It's quite solid. It's not bad. It's quite good. Yeah. Quite a good tactic. Very nice. In fact, I think so far, right? Potentially this week's best, no? Potentially, this week's best tactic. Because it's very rare that we get narrow 4231 diamonds to work. Yeah, and you got it working quite smoothly. Right, so this is potentially gonna be in the, because I didn't have to make too many changes, right, to this tactic. I kept everything. So this was very nice. I like this. These guys were like drilling balls to Xerxes. Right. Nah, I think it's potentially. The Shadow Nose has got a chance, man. Okay, done. All right, let's look for other tactics, right? Okay, so we got to clear this slot. No, I'm a failure. Shadow Nose still better than mine. Okay. All right, so we got 1, 2. Hey, Guru is the third tactic. Okay, see? You still follow alphabetical order. You're still there. Okay. All right, we're there already. Okay. Of course, we are trying to win the title by changing tactics in every single game. From, the evil. Very evil. Okay. This one goes here. That one is there. This one drops here. This guy is coming in. Correct? Yes. Run wider, stay wider, take more risk, cross from deep, dribble more. Then inverted fullback, crossover, cross from deep, run wide. You see, this is what I mean. How many of you use PIs? DM, tackle harder. Okay, interesting. Fullback on attack is going to run wider. This guy's going to come inside. Then he's going to dink one. This guy's going to hold his position. Yeah, or more or less. Okay, pass into space. Hit early cross. Get stuck in. Okay, squeeze. I like this tactic. Okay, Volante going up. CF coming down. What is your... Okay, all right. Xerxes is okay. Carlson is okay. Orsolini, right foot, left foot. Better still, left foot. Okay, Ferguson, Volante. Okay, can. California, Lukimi, Bukima, Posh. Okay, can. Can you talk about crosses? I tell my team to do low crosses and they keep hanging the cross. See, it's low cross. Okay, those cross instructions, right? Let me explain. It's a tendency to. That means what that low cross actually does, okay, is it encourages the team to go to the byline a lot more often. And then if they get to the byline to do a cutback, that's what a low cross is in Football Manager. So if you play low crosses, two things you want to know. Is your team actually going to the byline consistently? If they're not, then most of the time they will try something else. They won't always go for the low cross because this is every instruction in this game is a tendency to do something. Yeah. And then the players will look at the situation and ask themselves, can I do it or not in the first place? Otherwise, I do my own thing. If the opponent is too strong, I just go for the Volante into the other DM, so I drop the D line. Oh, okay, I get you doing. Okay, all right. So the opponent is too strong, double Ds, double DMs, right? Okay. Do you do what I do, which is fewer, more, or just tackle hard only? Probably you probably take more risks, right? DM for what you probably do, right? I suspect you do because quite common. Very cool that the EPL is licensed. Yeah, EPL is licensed. Very cool. Huh. The only thing that won't be licensed, and please manage your expectations, all of you, the stadiums. I know people keep coming to me and going, I hope the stadiums are licensed and rule like a real thing. They will never be looking like the real thing. In a million years, that's not going to happen. I don't think so because there's too many copyright issues involved with stadium designs. Already, I'm hoping for, faces or managers, real faces. Even then also, I'm not so sure. Yeah, okay. All right, nice. Okay, look at that shape. He's got a very evil setup here. Okay, this guy's going to bomb, bang, and then he's there, DM, up to this guy. Guy goes wide. This guy is cutting inside. He's got options. Yeah, it's a bit hurried. But it's very, very, don't waste my time, score goals. Are you using this with your Destiny save? Yeah, stadiums are also not owned by the league, so it's very different. He's exactly right. So the stadiums are owned by private entities, so you cannot go in and you cannot say we're going to use this design of the stadium. Yeah, that's very true, no? Some stadiums are rented and belong to other clubs. No, but you'd be surprised, no, Drew, how many people come in? They want a stadium editor, they want stadium designer, they want to put the sausage stand this side, they want to have the ambulance looking like this. The number of people that come up with their own design concepts of stadiums is quite amazing. Faces and badges. Now, what's going to be interesting is this, right? What this does to the entire ecosystem of creators that are charging for face packs and logos. That's going to be very interesting. Because I kind of predicted it quietly to my friends when the Unity was announced. I didn't want to say anything. Yeah, because I was going... The biggest impact Unity is going to have on people is going to be all these custom files. Yeah, people want Football Club Tycoon, not Football Manager. Exactly. It's not the same game. Like, I want to be able to charge Ticket prices. There was a football manager game many years ago that actually allowed you to charge ticket prices. Yeah. Ticket prices, hot dog stand. What do you want to put in? Put a hot dog stand. How many? Well, you want a corporate boxes? How big you want a corporate boxes to be? That kind of thing. Yeah, there was one. I still remember. I played it. Not bad. I like this. I think lower tempo. I think I know why you're playing high tempo anyway. Yeah. So this is what? Who is this anyway? Partenope. This is Napoli. Okay, sheesh. Let's drop this down to DM. Okay, let's go down to DM. This is Napoli. We have to show them some respect. And then this guy got yellow card already. Damn it, gotta take him off. Sorry, yeah. Ultimate Soccer Manager. Could be, no? Could be that game. I need to be able to get my players playing and a tactic working before I worry about where the hot dog stand is. Okay. Yeah. This only problem is one of the reasons why I don't play with stay wider or fullbacks. So, not all the time. Yeah. Good defend. This one hard luck. IIB, Freuler did. Okay, go in. Yeah. Popped in early. Boom. Wow. Again. Oh shit. Napoli all over me. The funny thing in France, that game was named Football Manager 98. Yeah, that game, I still remember that game. I think that was in 98, 99, right? Yeah, Football Manager. I think it was also called Football. I remember in some countries it's called Ultimate Soccer Manager. That was in Singapore. It was called Ultimate Soccer Manager. Then in other countries it's called FM 98. Yeah, I still remember. Long time ago. Long time ago in a land far, far away. Okay, we're going to play him. Going to see whether we can... salvage this game. Okay, I want to try something. Okay, I'm going to mix the passing, drop this to all the way, remove the hit early cross. Focus play, ping, 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 ping. This guy. This guy, yeah, tackle harder. I'm going to remove. I'm going to take more risks. Where is take more risks? Take more risks. Come here. Okay. This guy, take few. No, in fact, this guy take few risks. Oops. And this guy take more risks. And also remove tackle harder. Okay. This guy is dropping. This guy is coming in. This guy is going here. Fullback is going this way. This guy we're gonna drop into inverted wing on support. Sit narrow, roam from the no roam from position, just sit narrow only. Okay, just making some tweaks, because you want to score some goals. Hopefully this works, you know. Premier Manager, you could edit a stadium. Yeah, you could. Correct. Because halftime, right? So you can do it. This is quite fun. This is like sharing your tactics. You got highlight. Yeah. Wow. Look at the football, man. Look at all that one-touch passing in the area, but we can't even put the ball in the back of net. Okay, now we go to what sideline? Ui! Keeper. Under some pressure from the rampaging. Who is this? Xerxes. Go. Go. Force the throw. Go, cut. Okay. Nice. Castro. Boom. Onside. Goal. Gotta go back, man. Nice. I remove some of the instructions. We don't need them. Yeah. I like this more. Boom. What a goal. Now we try and see if we get one more. Okay. We got this guy dropping, so he's gonna hopefully got coverage. Hopefully, You're not taking notes, You're good enough already. Why you take notes? Sometimes I use your tactics and tweak it a bit for myself. Yeah. I think the set pieces, our set pieces are golden. Everything we do is short corner routines. I only do play short corner and sometimes near post, but other than that, nothing else. Okay, Carlson. Okay, Carlson. Carlson gotta come off already. Okay, we need somebody here who's got a right foot. Okay, good. Try skiller balls. That's nice, but his aggression is low. No wonder. Okay, all right, you come in. Okay, Lorenzo de Silvestri now looking at me. What the hell? Oh, you want me to be a right? Oh, no. I should have changed more. Nicolo Moro, please tell me you can come on. I knew it, no. I should have put two guys up. I only put one. I'm using left back players as the weird. Left back also can. I want to use right, because right will come here, right? Inverted field might go up, no? If you have the underlap. Underlap, then what will happen is you get these guys coming in higher. See, right now he's not really pushing that high, right? So this guy is going to be cutting this guy off. Let's see. Okay, we got underlap. Okay, so now this shifts his mentality, makes this guy hold up the ball slightly. Yeah. Hopefully, got one very tired DM already. Good. Nice. Good ball. Ay. The pass into space. No. They scored a goal. Yeah, by my FA, I can see crazy against. Yeah, with these normal teams, we can do that. Yeah, I got. Have you ever seen my one centre back tactic? Right, I used it on my game. One centre back tactic. I got one defender against all the AI teams taking. So I basically attack with 10 players. Oh, crazy, man! That was crazy football. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it thoroughly. But it's damn crazy. But it's lovely to watch. Oh. It's like literally I'm flooding the AI. It's close. I like the tactics. It's not bad. Yeah. Only thing about me is I'll probably do something different, slightly different. I like the idea of your volante, but not like here, right? If I play, this guy is pushing forward, not because this guy is. You see, the thing is when he goes running, right? You got a gap, no? Right. So this guy is coming here. Then he's got to sit narrow, right? Or stay wider. Okay. All right. Okay. I would do this. But I agree with you on the volante against weaker teams. But against stronger teams, what we just had, take fewer risks, take more risks, inverted wing on support. Right? This guy will drop. Then I'll remove the hard tackling from these two. You know why? Because hard tackling encourages the match engine. No? That when the player comes, they actually leave their position early. They will leave their position early to go to ground. So I don't think we want them to do that. What we want them really to do is to hold their position so the AI is forced to play the pass. If they leave their position, especially this guy, he might be here. So if he leaves his position to attack, right, then he opens the center up. So you can leave hard tackling here, and here, right? But you remove it from these two. Then you'll have a very rock solid center. Because I realized that this year, when it comes to OIs right in the game, there are two things that are really kicking it up this year. This OIs. Right. In fact, now my favorite OI setup, I think yours is the same, right? Is this. Right now. Especially with the high line tactics. Like yours, right? It's a high line tactic, right? So you can 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So every time the AI, they turn their back and they pass the ball backwards, right? The hard tackle is on. And then he's got the OI. So that means if the opposition player is near the zone, they go for it. It's not bad. Nice. I like the tactic. I mean, this is quite interesting because this guy just has to come into this position and then we got the. I think this tactic is still okay. Safe. Hey, this one potentially though. Okay, safe. Okay, we save it here. Safe. Wait, hold on. This BYT one desktop. Thanatos. In my Destiny save, we got some very interesting characters. We got a couple of guys who literally have countries after them. World Cup means their country is taking part. No, literally, it's their team, it's their country. So World Cup is very, 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 very funny. Yeah. Okay, so wait, Alpha did develop Guru Zyx, Thanos did Foxes, your ladder. Oh, this is interesting. So this guy is protecting you. So this is linking up play. So very interesting. Whether or not you need focus play also is debatable. This is one of those whether you need overlap in this particular case. Widest player holds up. Okay, the player is inside, is holding up the ball for this guy to go around. So what you want is this guy to be sitting narrow as well. In fact, you can actually play inverted winger here. The guy does a natural overlap, right? Yeah, that's something you can do. I finally got an international manager job. And in my save, England has never won the World Cup. This is the first time I played Football Manager in the last 20 years, okay, that England have not won the World Cup. I have a viewer that made about 20 players for Jamaica, got them almost all 20-0. Wow, yeah. We got one, Kimpi Moni in North Korea. And then the thing about the game is reputation, right? So because North Korea is not a playable nation, so you don't get world-class managers going to North Korea. So you get these duds going to North Korea. So you got a team of all 20s, But there's no world quality manager that goes there. So because it's not playable, it struggles, right, to do something well. Yeah. Look at that. We don't have to do much. I think I like this tactic because I like this shape this is one of the popular asymmetric shapes of all time for Football Manager. So what you've done is very interesting. No? You've used a role here. The positional play feature goes from these 3 positions. And because of that, right, we are waiting to see what happens when he comes in here, right? So what we'll do is you go to comprehensive, look cyanide. I just want to pay attention to DM RPM interaction. Yeah, England not winning the World Cup. Very, very realistic. And the best part is, this is the most painful part. England made it to the semi-finals. Oh, England made it to the semi-finals 3 times in a row. Okay? Twice it made it to the finals. Twice it lost in the finals. And this is an England team that has got super players in it. One time it lost to a nation with one super player. And the worst part is I actually lost, quite sad. So I finally got the England job. So England actually came to me because they never were able to bring the thing home. So now I'm going to manage England. Okay, what you can do with this tactic is, if I'm not mistaken, right, your tempo and your overlap is not helping. Yeah. I'm a bigger fan of the underlap, especially if you've got roles on the inside, right? Like box to box, roaming playmaker. Then the underlap is very nice. Because when you do this, what you get more is a player going around the outside to do a cross or a cut back, right? But if you get underlap, you can offload it to somebody who's running at the box. So that's something that you may want to consider. So what I'm watching right now, because honestly, right, between the overlap and the underlap is one of the best instructions in the game when you're using inverted wingers or inside forwards. It's like inverted winger, inside forward, Mazzala, CM on attack, right? Any one of these roles in your tactic, think about it, how you're going to leverage off the underlap. What a ball! Nah, England will choke. And the thing is, I don't know. I mean, I want to see England do well. Only because I finally want them to do well. I just get it over and done with. All right, let's change. Let's go and do something, right? Okay, your winger is playing well, but he's a right footer, right? Okay, so this guy's a right footer. We know that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell him to be an inverted winger. Okay, boom, on support. So he's going to sit narrower. All right, he's going to come right up this guy's ass. Okay, then we got this guy. You're going to stay wider, run wide with ball. Okay, now the DM, we're going to tell him to be on support. Okay, we don't need so many jokers at the back. Okay, so we'll tell him to take fewer risks. All right, so then we got this ball playing defender, the DM on support, roaming playmaker is coming up. We got this guy, and instead of a overlap, we're going to tell him to do an underlap. We're not going to do a focus play. Focus play just moves the focus to the left and right. We don't need focus play. Yeah. Focus play is not that important in the game. I mean, I'm okay with it, but I'm not a big fan of just using it. Okay, we got CD, we got IFB. IFB here, this one makes sense for an underlap as well. Now we get this guy to be a winger. Okay, fine. Widest player looking for a run. There, roaming playmaker is coming. Okay, all right, let's see what happens. Okay, this CD here. Okay, this is a CD role, right? Must be. Yeah, okay, we don't want to play CD in the center. You see this when you play 1, 2, 3 like this? Okay, when you have inverted fullback and you got 2, right? That actually, it's either you turn both of them ball playing defenders or one of them, right? But not all of them. Okay, so we turn this guy CD, this guy ball playing defender, this guy will be in the center now. Because this guy can make passes, you see. He can just go, hey, you know what, chuck one over the top. Yeah. Okay, good. Nice. Okay, poacher, losing the ball. Okay, the other role here that will make sense is the DLF on support. Okay, goal. Okay, we got a goal. All right, so we made a simple change to your tactic, right? Okay, I don't think you should be playing overlaps. Because overlaps just encourage way too many crosses. Underlaps, on the other hand, will turn your game around. You see this? Yeah, all the time, whenever the widest player is there, he's going to look for somebody making an inside run. Then, because of the inside run, you're going to encourage more of your through balls as well. So we're going to have some more of that happening. Okay, so what we'll do now is, now we have more fun, right? We turn this guy into DLFS. Okay, so now we turn this guy. Now we're going to jack. Oh, yeah, this is good enough. Okay, so we got this, with this, all inside runs. The reason why you're not seeing too many through balls is because you are not using underlaps. Using rolls. Underlaps are the king of I'm telling you right now, underlaps are by far my favorite thing next to fullbacks on Football Manager on 24. Because I'd be like remember my through balls like diarrhea live stream where we had so many through balls I stopped counting after about 20. Yeah, that was too much. That was way too many through balls. Okay. Lorenzo Silvestri can come here. I think who else can play? All right, that's about it. The Orsolini. Okay, Orsolini for Sailor Maker. Sailor Maker is right-footed, right? Okay. So now what will happen is this guy is going to give us width in his tag, width in the tag thing. That's all. Yeah. So it's better to play left footer on the left, left footer on the right, and right footer on the left, and use underlaps. You just do that. You will not regret it. I love the YouTube bit where Sebastian Schweinsteiger explains how he thinks Germany was the way when after Guardiola came to Bayern, and afterwards the national team wanted to copy the Guardiola play, which is I think that's correct. I think it's correct because Germany was never so tiki-taka, right? Yeah, Germany was a very structured kind of style. Yeah, they played. I think they did. I think this Guardiola and tiki-taka just made things a bit too complicated. So here you can try several things, but I think basically what you want is this guy to be an inverted wing on support, right? Give him a sit narrower. Okay, what you get is this guy tucking inside this shadow striker. Very dangerous, right? You can also play this as a DLFS. Now this fullback, you can ask him to stay wider. Okay, now here you want to have a ball-playing defender. What will happen is these three will shift, right? And this guy will be a BPD. You can also tell this guy to be a DM on support because you got three at the back. I mean, most games I'll probably play DM on support. But if you're playing against a really strong team, then maybe DMD. Okay. Now here, you don't want focus. You don't need focus because focus is only good when you have two central midfielders or maybe a three. Then you want this guy to move to the left. But there's an imbalance here. So what's going to happen is you're going to have, just don't play focus. Okay. Just drop it. Underlap is fine. You can do underlaps on both sides. Okay. So now you can have underlaps. You can have counter press. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, just leave it like that. Yeah. Okay, we go to the next tactic. Not many. Some I think would be naturals and knockout competition. Hey, don't worry, man. It's not surgery. Okay. This when I see this tactic, you know what it reminds me of? Okay, one guy running up here. He's going to be playing here. Mazzala is going to be in this position. This wingback is going to come right. So this guy needs to stay wider. I can tell you right now, you need to stay wider or you play complete wingbacks when you come in or go out, right? So one or the other. White centre back attack also running out. This 1-2-3 running up. Oh, holy guacamole. That's a lot of funkiness in this tactic, man. I like it. If I wanted to play this tactic out of the gate, I'll probably apply DLP on defense. Yeah, I'll play it just to anchor this role. Okay. Other than that, there is a lot of funkiness in this tactic that makes me think that it has the potential of playing quite well. Inverted wingback IFB. So how does this tactic do in the build-out phase? Okay, build-out phase, this guy comes in here, right? So he'll shift this guy to the right. He comes in here, they form a 3-2. So this guy will shift here. This choice, AI choice is very good, no? They chose the right role for the center. It's going to be a BPD. The CD is not going to try anything ambitious. He's going to give it to the inverted wingback. AP will shift into this zone. Mazar is going to shift into this zone. So this tactic's danger is actually the middle. Now, it most likely is using an underlap with this tactic. Right, so this guy is the widest player. He's going to hold up the ball, and then he's going to try and deliver to this side. So this is very interesting. I mean, this is one of the weirder combinations I've seen. I had one tactic at 11 attacking duties. You know, man. Yeah. Don't knock it until you try it. Yeah. So let's watch it. Let's see the defense. He's got a mid block, which is quite interesting because. Yeah, mid-block is still okay. See, Poacher, right? They play a simple style of football. They cannot beat, they pass the ball. And now you watch the rules work. Okay. Bang. Counter press, maximum press. Okay. Still running. Dribbling. Not bad, man. He's pushing. So let's watch it on. I think we're lucky that they're using a Ram Doctor on the right flank. It will give us some hope in this tactic. Okay. Oh my goodness. Start the woodwork. Underlaps, attacking duties, widest player holding up the ball, looking for inside runs. Yep, he's got CMs running, Masala's running. All they got to do is have the composure to hold the ball up. And they have to play on a high tempo. Yep, everybody's in the house, man. Now we got this. See the defensive shape? That's why I say this tactic, what it needs is a DLP. Or if you're lucky, everything is offside. Actually, you don't need to step up more. You only got one defender. Chances are you're gonna trigger the offside right anyway. Yeah. You got Zagani, Luis Alberto. Look at these boys go, man. There we go. The foot race is starting. Froller out to Christiansen. He's off. He's running. He takes one on. They have quick pass there. He looks for the option. There we go. Oh, there we go. You see, there's a pass into space. Is it? The Silvestri. Brilliant. Looking for the through ball. I think there's too much pass into space. Yeah. There's too much pass into space. Run at defense and pass into space. This is one time and I'm thinking about the combination right now. Okay, here we go. The foot race. Odegaard. See, you want to play this kind of tactics, you better have like everybody with super speed, boy. Dribble less. What was I looking for just now? Yeah. Pass into space and run at defense. I get what you're doing. You know, the whole adage, the ball moves faster than the player, right? Yeah. The thing that we learn in school, football 101, you go and play football, the coach will tell you, you think you're faster than the ball, kick the ball, not chase after the ball. That kind of thing. That used to happen to me in school. Every time I dribble with the ball, my coach will tell me to chase after the ball. You get somebody to kick the ball, I have to run after the ball. Now you try and beat the ball? That's how I learned my lesson. Imagine you're about 10 years old in school, okay? We kick and run. Okay, good. Got a good start. Okay. So I'm not changing anything yet, except, okay, I'm going to play the safe route, DLP on support. Just hold the position because picking up cards left, right, and center. Okay, what about, no step up more. Just leave it, okay? There we go. Boom. That's the Kima, right? Last man standing. Yeah, okay. Posh runs out to Clarkson, out to Sylvester. Sylvester holds the ball up. Oh, I haven't done the, okay, here we go again. This is before my DLP change, no? Or still offside, okay. Okay. What was I want? What is that? I know, I still remember I wanted to do one thing. Yeah. Right defense, pass into space. Okay. All right. Okay, let's try this, okay? Yeah, coach's favorite saying, right? All time, every time you learn football when you're a kid. My son's school now, they're starting diving training. He's only 8 years old. We went to the pool today. All the other kids all doing diving. Ding dong. My son looking at the diving. And he's still learning how to swim. And the kids diving are like 8 years old. Now 2 to 3 years younger than him. I say, I told you right. You should learn how to go. I wanted to bring him to the pool when he was in diapers, okay? I got vetoed by everybody. I come from Singapore where everybody in Singapore, diaper training means bring the baby to the pool. And then of course, the swimming instructors will tell you, okay, you diaper train the baby? Okay, good. All right. Pass the motion? Yeah, okay, all right. Bring the baby to the pool. Yeah, that's how we used to do it. Oh, you sweet thing, you. Diving? No, not diving. Soccer, though. Diving, he will learn from me. How to dive football? Come to the father. Son, this is how you dive. Okay. When they touch you, you go down. No, go down. Don't worry. Don't stay up. Just touch, go. Touch, go. And then I'll show him Neymar's videos. This is how you dive. That was teach him from Neymar. No? Now, fake injury. See what Neymar is doing? He's rolling on the ground. That's like a Bollywood film. Yeah, okay. All right. Someone is Indian, right? Probably get a contract at Bollywood. Oh, they go through. What a save. Okay, all right. Not too bad. Now we go DLP defense. So he anchors. All right. So now we got an anchor. Hey, Intani, how are you, man? Long time. Hey, you were here yesterday, right? So we got quite a few good tactics. This is not bad. This is quite surprisingly, Look, we're doing okay. I'm just tweaking it to maintain the scoreline. Okay. I never thought we're going to get so many runners in the tactic working. Oh, shit, he's in. Oh, he scores the goal. Okay, he's an equalizer. Bloody hell. Come on. Last year, we were leading. So apparently my changes didn't do us any justice. I didn't do the tactic any changes. So So we didn't. So what did I do? So we remove this. Go back to what our coaches used to tell us we were in primary school. Ball is faster than player. Oh, you good. Look. Oh, almost right. We ran out of legs. Look at it, still running. Oh my God. It's not bad. There's hope. You just got to make sure that your bench has got a lot of runners. Yeah, it still works more. And a target forward. We don't have a target forward. Chinese wonton. What a name for a tactic. Respect. AP. Okay. Rome move into China tackle other. Okay. Nothing on this tactic. Okay, look. Seriously, this tactic as it is right now doesn't need any input from me, you know. I don't have to change much. Yeah, we watch the tactic. You watch it in 2D, right? You watch what happens. The positioning is going to be sweet. No? I'll come, but not the DM, right? So the problem with this tactic against a really good team is going to be your center is too mobile. That's all. Yeah. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that they lock themselves down, especially when you lose the ball and they're counter pressing. Otherwise, they step forward. Like, you see this guy? He just step forward. So that creates a gap in your whole. So you want this guy actually to be a DMD, not a DMS. Yeah. So against weak, stronger teams, oh dear Lord. We just complimented the tactic, but I can't compliment this. This can happen. So you know what happens when you do this? If you see this in any of your games, you immediately skip. You come down here, you see this button, you press B-rate. Yeah. Very important. B-rate is a shot that you use whenever your team makes a stupid mistake in Football Manager. Okay. Yeah. But now, you see, the yellow card is a clear indication or somewhere something is wrong, right? So what we do is we turn this guy into a D now. We turn this guy into a D now. Okay, I'm just going to do it straight away, right? Okay. I want you to see the effect. Second goal before the change even came in. Yeah. I've got to show it to you immediately before the change comes in. Roaming playmaker is a risky role in the center because he goes through all tiers, right? So because the libero is on support, right, you gonna have issues. So now we got. I mean, I know we got issues, but come on, don't make them even more serious. The guy is rolling around the floor, holding up his arms, saying, "Please take me off." Tough. It's a good. I like the tactic. I just think that. Like all 4-2-3-1s, right? You gotta set the pivot in the middle quite well. So far, that's about it. We're not doing very well. I think this will be a bit more. Will make your tactic a bit more stable. Yeah, and because this guy is on attack duty, what you can do with this guy is do the underlap. Or in this case, I will never play overlaps. I'll just play underlaps all the way. Yeah, hold up the ball, look for your inside runs. You know, AP is coming up. There's the Volante is also going to be here. Yeah. The Volante, now you get a bit more stability in the tactic. Now we're depending on really good passing. Ay. We just almost conceded, man. Okay, how do we stop that from happening, right? So we just have an underlap added. So hopefully that helps. Yeah. Because then the initial positioning of the left back is going to be slightly higher. This guy is going to be slightly higher. It's a bit pressing forward will put pressure on the defense. Now we got highlights, but it's 88 minutes, probably because AC Milan has decided we're not going to try. Let them come at us and we hit on the counter. Yeah. Be realistic. I don't think this is down to us. Yeah. Underlap, right? Widest player holding up the ball. Somebody brings him down in the area. Bonus. Great. How do you think I get so many penalties on Football Manager? Notice all my tactics have underlaps. All the secrets coming out at the end of FM24. Though. They weren't in FM24 at the start, right? I didn't say it. I didn't want to. I got a lot of penalties. But you guys kept watching out. Wow, you got a lot of penalties, right? So that's okay. So your tactic, I think what you need really, honestly, because the problem was we couldn't win the ball. These guys were not winning the ball, right? So we want that position higher up. So underlap, okay? Now, this role is a bit too risky. So I'll probably go Segundo Volante, right? So Segundo Volante is fine. You don't even need anything else. Don't put hard tackling on either one of these two guys. Taking few risks. Okay. Now the problem is you can go take few risks. Yeah, okay. You can also go, if you use something like this, you can both be on support. Against stronger teams, both be on attack. That's it. Now, why winger and winger? Both giving you width, right? The thing about this kind of a setup is this guy should really be an inverted winger. If he comes in, he's going to give you goal scoring options because sit narrow. So you're going to come this way with the Volante coming up, with the holding up the ball. He's going to just hold up the ball. This guy comes out, he plays the pass. Right footer, he can sit narrow, tackle out. He's just going to come into this area, right? So when he comes into this area, got a Volante and him are going closer together. Because the volante is going to push this guy wider as a result of him moving up. But before the volante comes, he might get the ball first, right? And he comes in here, right? Volante is going to come up into his position because he only makes way he only makes way for him if the volante is first coming out first. Yeah. Because hard tackle. Yeah. Set wingers to hard tackle harder. You'll be fine. So PI Nation. Okay, PI Nation. He purposely did this in Sentinel. I bet you tackle harder. CF, volante, fullback. Oh, he's looking for it, man. Libero defend, interesting, goes up. Fullback. This is a two-man defense. Overlap. Okay, widest player holding up the ball for someone. This is probably not really. I probably wouldn't use an overlap on this side of the pitch because you might get this to be the widest player, right? So he's just affecting his initial positioning. We didn't even play the game, right? I just holidayed right through it. No, I didn't even notice. I thought we hadn't even got to the game yet. So apparently beat Juventus on holiday mode. See, on holiday mode, it won. Tells you how good the tactic is. Okay. All right. I wouldn't use underlap here. Okay, that's all. Overlap, widest play holding out the ball, looking for fullback, holding out the winger. This guy better be sitting narrow. Okay, this is the thing. You need to sit narrow so you can work. Kind of like a overload. What's your tactic? Okay, we are defending a set piece. Francesco Escherby scored. I'm not a set piece merchant. I think the reason why we did well against Juventus is probably because we were countering them as they were attacking us. This is a bottom-heavy system, right? So by the time we get there, they're already in full force because they're playing a back five. But then Juve might have been playing a back five. I didn't really check. Man, it sucks. Don't say it sucks, So we created one situation where we played against the AI, right? So now we're playing it ourselves. Maybe change the tempo higher. Okay. I will just change the tempo to this. Every tactic, right? Just start with that as a tempo. I honestly don't think there's any space in the game for low tempo. I don't really think you should be playing low tempo at all. Normal tempo is what we should be playing as a default. Oh, God. We conceded another one. Can't even get out, no half, man. There's no passing options. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. He can't pass. Under pressure straight away. See, this is a bit risky. Right? Because you really only have one defender in this setup. This guy goes, this guy goes, this guy goes. You only got this guy defending. This is like a one defender tactic. No? So I would probably go inverted fullback on defense. With the underlap, remove this, don't remove that, okay? All right, we just remove all that. Simple. Okay, volante, inverted winger. Tell this inverted winger sit narrow. Done. Okay, this guy's coming, this guy's coming. This guy's dropping. This one become DLF on support. Okay, done. All right. Okay, shorter passing, be more. Okay, tempo. Time wasting. Time wasting. Time wasting is not a shout, not a TI you apply to any tactic, no? You apply it when you really want to time waste, okay? Not like you got 10 minutes to go, you're taking a lead, that's when you time waste. You don't time waste from the moment you get the ball. What you're doing, your goalkeeper is passing the defender passing by the goalkeeper pass the defender, pass it back and forth, no, yeah. Yeah, AI don't press and play mid-block. Yeah, this tactic, the AI is not pressing you, This is a defensive tactic. The AI is not pressing you at all. They're waiting for you to attack. Yeah. Low tempo and time wasting. Yeah, this tactic is trying to attack, but you can't get the ball off the opposition because all your players are too far back. Okay. We got Libero, ball playing defender, inverted fullback. Hell, we just go fullback on attack. Fullback on support. Done with the Libero, ball playing defender. That's it. Okay. Let's get everybody up in attack. Okay. All right. I watch companies, if they don't press, I do this. If they press, I put tempo. No need. You need more ambition in this tactic to take on teams that are sitting back. See what I mean? Yeah, get a bit of ambition in the tactic. That's all. This is before I made the other changes. This is the first set of changes that I made. No? Okay, we got this attack flow all the way up, going up. Now I'm going to launch the two fullbacks either side to go around these guys. See, Inter didn't have very good... 2 chances, 1.06 XG. They didn't get a lot of good chances, but they had so much possession because your tactic was so deep. Question is, right, you look at this tactic, right? So you look at Juventus. We play Juventus, we smash Juventus, right? Okay. Not really smash Juventus. We play Juventus away 2-1. We won. Why? Juventus playing a deep tactic as well. All right. Look at the possession numbers here. 45, Juventus was keeping the ball, and you scored 2 goals. Your XG is not very high. Look, honestly, right, does this make me get excited? 7 attempts, 3 with the head. Half of your chances are headers. Right? Half of your chances are headers. Your XG is 1.11 with 2 goals. Right? So you got this and this. These are 2 goals in very good positions, right? You gotta get used to looking at your XG. So this is like a cross. Remember what I said? Crosses are the lowest XGs in the whole game. So if your majority of chances are coming from crosses, then you don't really have a good tactic. It's a crossing tactic. So this guy comes in, plays this. This was actually a good chance. Brilliant through ball. And this is a great chance. So these guys scored. This is a good one. But that second goal was a counter attack. No? Second goal was a pure counter. See? Now when you play counter attack, you know what happens? This counter attack from a set piece. So this is not open play. This is not your tactic, no? This is not your tactic and your roles and duties. This, you know what is happening here? Maximum mentality. The AI has gone very attacking mentality, maximum tempo, okay? Because when it does a counter attack, right, the mentality of the team becomes very attacking. Its tempo is maximum. That's what happens in the game, right? This is not because of your roles and duties. This is what we call an AI-generated counter-attack. So you have to recognize when you scored a goal, is it because of your tactic or something else? This is an AI-generated counter-attack. So if I were to would I get excited with this result? Probably not. Right. So if you play the tactic, that's one of the reasons why when you simulate games, right, you got to watch the goals. So if I look at then our next game we play at home. Now at home, Inter is probably going to be defensive, right, away from home. They are. I mean, they're not going to come out and attack you. So they're probably on a balanced mentality. So this is the reason why whenever you create any kind of tactic, this is too bottom heavy. This is what we call a very, very conservative tactic. Because it's while you have these guys running, there's nobody else helping them bring the ball. I mean, in this particular case, right, this guy could be a holding role. They run past him, right? Yeah, but then you got all these runners from deep. So you gotta get the ball up the pitch, right? So he's running away. Who does the volante have to pass the ball to? You have CM on attack. So the volante is running. Who's he got to pass the ball? He's got no one. Right? Where is he going to play the ball? He plays the ball to inverted fullback. That's about it, man. Do you upload these streams straight after the streams? No, they are here on Twitch. So once the thing ends, then you probably see the stream after. Yeah. I haven't. I mean, sometimes I might, if I have time, I will edit the stream down and re-air it. Sometimes I do that. Yeah, that's for YouTube. I'll probably do that for YouTube, but that will be a while. Yeah, it won't happen immediately. That'll be like a few days later, maybe next week, because you won't have time tomorrow. Yeah. Off opponent set piece, also AI generator. Basically, anytime you defend a corner or AI defends a corner, right? The counter attack is an AI generated counter. You have no control of it. So either this guy becomes a hook or these guys follow. And this guy stays back. There's no point. Yeah, why you want him to run up for? They're running up. He runs up and does what? By himself. Who's he going to pass the ball to? They have gone. 1, 2, 3, 4 have already left the house. Right, so these guys are like here. Imagine this, The guy comes out here and says, I'm passing the ball. Who can I give the ball to? Who's he going to pass the ball to? You got these guys. This guy is already, you had this guy as a fullback attack, so he's probably here somewhere. This guy is here. He's probably like going, okay, I'm waiting to run. Who's he going to pass the ball to? He's got no one to pass the ball to. So you're creating a situation which is not really giving you plenty of passing options. So in my opinion, yeah. So you got to be careful. You know, either they all run together, sing Haraki, you know, sing like, remember the 5-3-2 just now that we got with so many attacking duties? Either everybody is running together as one big happy family, right? Like, okay, there's one big happy family, right? Okay. One big happy family. All go out. Okay, done. Now here, in this particular case, you see, this guy comes up. You only got one defender. This guy goes up, then all have one happy family. You can try this. This might even work, no? So you got a whole bunch. You got like this guy coming up, this guy coming up. This is crazy. I still think this is not needed. So you go central defender. So you got all these guys bringing the ball up. Now I feel like this game scammed me because I use it with Liverpool and score 9-0. Well, you only had one game 9-0, right? Yeah. You gotta consistently win with a tactic. Yeah. Because you can't, the game, okay, this is Football Manager, no? You played it with Liverpool. You played it with a very good team, right? And maybe the tactic suited that team that you set it up with. In Football Manager, right, you can't take one tactic and go to another team and go, okay, I'm going to give it to this team is going to do well. See, that's the first mistake everybody makes with this game. Thinking that it is the tactic that's important. The tactic has to fit the players. If that was the case, then you could... Okay, why do you take the same tactic, give it to Everton, see how they do? Other teams may not have the players for it. Liverpool is easier. They got runners here, runners here, runners here. One fella to play here. They got very good defenders. Yeah. So they can defend. This is when an AI attacks you. You're going to have all these players back defending, no? Yeah. Now, this team cannot defend like that. So you got to look at the team that you're playing with. Otherwise, you're going to stray. This game is not about, hey, I've got a really good tactic. The tactic has to be, I'll tell you something, very good tactics, right? They work with a lot of teams in general. And those tactics are usually very balanced. So if I wanted to make a balanced tactic that works well with every team in the game, I will make something that's a bit more balanced like this, okay? So I'll just go DM, maybe DM. I make a tactic that's balanced that can work with every team. Yeah, so I go winger, DLF, maybe fullback here. It can still be balanced. Maybe I can make a tactic that's also balanced like this. Okay. I'll give this guy a ball-winning midfielder support. I make this guy into a CM on attack. I'll get this guy to be inverted winger. I'll get this guy to be a fullback. I'll set the underlap here. Play our defense. Drop it down. See? And then distribute quickly. I'll remove unnecessary instruction. Okay. So then this could work with a whole bunch of teams as well. Inverted winger, one winger on support, one fullback coming up. Maybe I'll give this guy... This guy's a D, right? So we'll get him to be a fullback attack. We'll just launch him up the pitch and just keep this back line like this. This can be a safe tactic. It'll be hard for other teams to break down. You can also make a tactic like this, right? Like this, okay? Now let's make a old-fashioned 4-4-2. But we want it to be very Alex Ferguson, right? So Alex Ferguson will be wide midfielder, attack. This guy can be a ball-winning midfielder on defense. Then this guy could be a fullback. But this guy, what we want him to do is sit narrow. No, in fact, we get him to be very sit narrow, take one, take direct, cross from deep, okay, roam from position. Get him to come all over the place. We don't want it to be AP, right? But we were just wanting to drift around this area. Okay, this guy goes up. Then we get this guy to be like a poacher. This guy to be dropping deep. Then we get this guy to be a winger on attack. Or a la the old man last time, you know. You get this guy to run all over the pitch. Then this guy will be full-backing attack. Then got two defenders. He never used central defenders until he ups them. So then we got two central defenders. We got one guy box to box. Maybe we'll get him to be a winger on support. This guy is attacking the center like the old days, right? Paul Scholes will be in this position. Then when they have a Ryan Giggs, then we go winger on attack, and then he will be a box-to-box midfielder. Can do this as well. It works. Is wing play preset good for 4-4-2? Wing play preset. Let's go and look at the wing play preset. Presets are wing play. Okay, let's go to wing play preset. Slightly more direct passing, pass into this, focus play, focus overlap. Okay, use a 4-4. If this, you see, when you see this overlap, what you want is wing on support or inverted wing on support, right? Okay, you want fullback attack, wide meter. You can use this, no, with the wing play preset. Overlap, slider, tempo, wide. This way crossing. So what we'll do is you'll turn this on target forward on attack, poacher. Okay, with fullback. So these guys do an overlap. This guy can be like a wide playmaker on support. Can sit narrow, more direct passes. He's already sitting narrow, so he can come into this position. This guy goes up, and then we can drop crosses. Overlap. So the widest players are holding up the ball. Focus played on the left and the right, and then you just dropping crosses, distributing to the flanks, make block. Yeah, you can. You can do that. When I got a hat trick by going up to shoot. Yeah, it's only libero. When Dijk can play libero. This team cannot play. This guy is a libero. Yeah, they can cross some deep so. Now we can do. I'm not playing byline. Yeah, they were all like staying in these areas. So these guys can be playing this way. This guy is overlapping. So you want to overlap, right? Wow. For two tall strikers, target forward, pressing forward, or poacher. This is actually a very good combination. This is actually a combination I like. You can also use this combination, DLF and attack and poacher as well. I like this combination. Don't knock this combination. Or this is one of the best combinations in the game. Yeah. Your warriors are used to the strikers for two strikers. They're slow. They play exactly poacher, the DLF or the attack. This guy will drop, right? He might play. So if you play this combination, you're just depending on these two to score, right? Okay. These are your only two scorers in the whole game. Okay. Now, if you wanted to create a 4-4-2 where you got at least 1, 2, 3, 4 goal scorers, then these guys become inverters, right? So they become like the guys that just stay in these areas only, like, the old Manchester United, right? The fullbacks never ventured past the halfway line, right? They only depended on like Ryan Giggs and they would have like one mad winger on one side and another mad winger on the other side, right? Okay, that's it. What do you get? You get these two guys coming up to the center, holding the fort, right? These two guys bulldoze. What? Have you seen my 4-4-2? My 4-4-2 is like this. Ball winning midfielder and ball winning. But it's very united, except I do something different. I get these guys to come inside here and dropping crosses for these two guys. And these guys don't move, no. And then when these guys get up the pitch, they become goal scorers. So this guy can be a goal scorer. He can be a quasi next goal scorer. So he becomes like another goal scorer now, right? And he got this guy adding width. But if you play right foot here and left foot here, then these guys also can become goal scorers. Yeah, Bex was like a wide midfielder and Giggs was a classic winger, correct? So if you wanted like a Beckham kind of thing, then you play a wide playmaker or wide midfielder, and then you get you can play right. Giggsy is like winger, right? But you can modify it, like, you can go like, okay, I want winger, then you get a lot of crossing. Then you want somebody like Iron Robin, right? Then you play inverted winger on attack, then he just drives at the defense. And the interesting thing about this is this becomes a very good goal scorer. Yeah. In my 4-4-2, my top scorers are 1, 2, 3, 4. This is quite fun. Aggression is too low. You look at my average aggression in my squad, it's like, I'm not joking about aggression in my team. I live and die by aggression. 19, 19, 17, 16, 16, 16, 15, 14, 14, 14, 13, 12. The best players in my team all have very high aggression. Sergio is a very good player. Mount is a good player. Reyes is one of my best players in the game. Okay, 17 aggression. Rivas is one of my best players, 16 aggression. Right? And you look at this, right? Look at their dirtiness ratings. Coach report. Nothing. So the magical number you want is 12. Premier League mentality in the Bundesliga. Correct. Break legs, man. 12. Minimum attribute. Okay. Top leagues, right? Minimum attribute is always going to be 12. 12 is the minimum for all the top leagues. Yeah. That's like you're there, you got the player in, right? So that's what you want. So we wanted aggression. So aggression has become a very important attribute for my team. So this is something that you want to aim for. Like, aggression is very, very important. So the thing about aggression also develops over time. So here we've got this guy, right? Enikia Crasini, right? So this guy is what? We signed him, 16.7 million. So I got to take on your players, right? With these kind of players. So I develop them. So training. Okay, so every time players go out on loan, right, and they come back, right, you're going to suffer, if this happens. So we always want him to be training in the role that I want him to play in eventually. Okay, so he's got jumping range, he's got aggression, first touch, heading, marking, passing. Passing is definitely a problem. So we come in, you do passing vision. Okay, done. Okay, good. Krasigne has got potential. So every time players go on loan, they come back, make sure they do this. The other one that you want to train your youngsters in, there are only 3 roles worth training. When they're 15 to 18, right? The 3 roles are ball winning midfielder, Ramdaughter, and ball winning midfielder for central midfielders. DMs and the defenders all got aggression, don't worry about that. So in DM position, all of them ball winning midfielders. In the attack position, all of them are going to be Ramdaughters. Wingers are all Ramdaughters, and your striker retrain a shadow striker, because shadow striker gives you concentration. So once they hit 12 for concentration, I move them. Unlike this guy, I never bothered. So we're not going to keep him. We're going to let him go. Right? He's gone. We're not going to keep him. And then we got, who else, right? So you notice my concentration on my team is quite high. This just joined the club, so he's on 11. So he's CD defend, that's okay. This guy is, forget it. We signed him as cover. So you look at my concentration across the board, right? So this guy is on loan, so I can't touch him. See? Concentration across the board. Very high. Basically, there's only 3. Yeah, concentration builds like +1%. More, no man, can go up damn high. Okay, let's look at one of our players, right? Look at we want to get one of our youth team players, right? So let's look at players that have just joined. We need at least 2 seasons. Okay, so 2 seasons, we need 18 years. So Kane Eddy is how many seasons already? He's been here for a while, right? So okay, training. Let's see how long. He's advanced playmaker, no point. Shit. This guy, advanced playmaker. So I got to rechange him. So this guy should be shadow striker. Okay, attack. He's got concentration too low. Let's look at Riza Tech. Riza Tech is our best example, because this guy has been in the club for a long time, right? So he's been here for a long time. So his progress, let's look at his progress at attributes, right? So let's just look at one attribute all time, right? How much can concentration go up if you have the player since he was 17? We've had him since he was 17, right? Concentration 12. So he started at 8. Then once he got to about 12, right, I stopped, no? 11, 12, I stopped. I didn't bother with concentration anymore because he's low bar at 8, 12. You can get up to 4 through his career. +4 for most things. So let's look at another one. Okay, so we got one guy. Now we got, who else we got? We got young players. Zia Khan, another one, right? So this guy has been in the club for a long time. Also from the youth academy, right? Oh, no, yeah. Youth academy. So progress, how did his concentration go? All time? Okay, look at his concentration. Here, 6. So his bar, he started at 7. Okay, he ended up at 13. So it's possible for a player to gain +6, no? But what you do is, this is what I always do. I get them to 11, and then I switch. Because by 11, right, they still can go up. Because the training schedule is this training schedule I use, right? I've been using the same schedule for you know me, right? Since day 1, I've been using this schedule, right? Okay. I use the same schedule every single game, right? Starting 11, they're playing here, so they automatically give them 1 day rest. If you can't handle this, it's too much micromanagement, then you do this. Yeah, you do this. Because this is replaced by match day. So whichever is your day of the week where you have match day, okay, you put the match practice in the day. So our match day is always Saturday, right? So automatically when I load this, it gets replaced by match day, this is taken out. But look at this, right? Ball distribution. So look at that concentration for the other group, right? Then defending has got concentrations on the main group. And this is primary focus for the whole team, right? All outfield players. That's why defending is so good. Aerial defense. Aerial defense is for the defensive unit, right? So concentrations. All my defenders get concentration. Ground defense is for the defensive unit. Again, concentration. So all my defenders are guaranteed to get it. No? Ball retention, composure, decision making, but concentrations are minor. But there's one more here. Ball distribution. Attacking unit will get no concentration. Okay. Then you got attacking unit here with no concentration. So you get all the defensive, but here the minor one. Then we got transition restrict. Transition restrict is going to give it to the main attacking team, which is one of the reasons why I use transition restrict and transition press together. Okay, so this gives me concentration for the defensive unit, right? All right. But you see the priority is 40-40. The load is 40-40, which is the reason why I like this a lot. No, okay. This one doesn't have, this doesn't have concentration, my bad. This has got anticipation, aggression, decisions, teamwork, and work rate. This is still 40-40, right? It's got concentration and concentration. So that means the defensive unit and attacking unit both do concentration. This is very valuable. But I like this because of the aggression, anticipation, first touch passing. I use this a lot, right? You notice my team has got work rate. What's the use of having aggression if you don't have work rate? There is chance conversion. I don't know why. I never really liked this, but it seems to be working. Then defending from the front, right? This is for the attacking unit. So the attacking unit has got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So they got 3. Plus match practice for their roles. Now roles will have concentration in them most. So that's why I go ball winning midfielder, shadow striker, round outer. Because all 3 roles have concentration. So this is how we get concentration to go up. We got like 4 devoted areas of concentration. So I never had problems raising concentration to a 12, 13. But if you want them to go all the way +7, right? Then chances are you're going to wait for quite a while. It's not going to happen in 2 to 3 seasons. It'll take you quite a while. So you're aiming for 12 early. So this is it. So this is basically the training side of the game. And then this one reasons when I sign players, I don't go. That's why you notice when I sign players, I tell you that the bar is too high. The threshold is too high, right? So what is my threshold? I never sign players who got less than 7 concentration. Hey, Dave, thanks for the raid, man. How's your stream? I hope you're streaming well. So I never sign anybody who's got less than 7 for concentration. Never. Unless, right, they got insane aggression, like 20, 19. Then I'm like, I'm caught in 2 minds. And that's when I go, okay, I'm going to take a punt on this guy if he's got the right personality. Qualify Singapore for the World Cup. Hey, Singapore helped China qualify for the World Cup. Singapore, proud of Singapore, man. They denied Thailand a 3-0 victory. That's the most important thing. That is the most important thing. They were so close. No cigar. So let's see whether you got any more tactics. I know the public, we opened it up to you. So nobody popped in tactics, which is interesting. Okay, all right. So this is my 4-4-2. England, I haven't even gone for the England job, no. So I got the England job. Never mind. We'll worry about the England job when we get to it. So you're playing Czechia, Croatia, Netherlands, Croatia. Oh, look at that, man. England. Look at this. This was the final, no. Penalty shootout, right? This, David Seaman, our goalkeeper here, oddly enough, right? He's David Seaman playing for Germany. Denied England the World Cup. And they in the World Cup semi-final. So England right now have got a terrible history in the World Cup. As a nation, they've got one terrible history. They only won the World Cup once. They've been first, right? But they have not won the World Cup. They got some terrible luck. Yeah. I can't wait, for this. Oh, no, I made a mistake. You see what I mean? That's why I say, if you cannot do this, you don't micromanage. I made a mistake, right? So I have to do this. This is my save. My training is very aggressive, so I have to do this a lot. And Seaman is injured, so what we have to do, because we want to manage his injuries. So we come in here, training, additional focus, general rehab. So his attributes don't drop. This is another thing that you do in your saves. Hey, FM boy, how are you, man? So this is one other thing that you do in your saves, right? When you have a player that gets this yellow on injury thing, when he's in rehabilitation, send him for general rehab. So you make sure that his attributes don't get have you ever noticed that sometimes when your players get injured, they get a bad knock, right, for their attributes? They get massive. Like, oh no, their attributes have fallen by a huge amount. That's something you want to avoid. All right, guys, I think, seriously, I've got to go. I got to set the kids up. They're sleeping. Daddy has to take care of them. So I want to thank everybody for coming to today's stream. Okay, I really want to thank all of you. Thanks for the raid, Dave, but I got to go. I've got to take the kids. And we got to go, man. So what we'll do is we'll go raid someone. Let's go raid the United City. No, we go raid D-Boy Place. Long time since we raided him. D-Boy Place. So I thank everyone for coming to today's stream. We will be back tomorrow. Friday I won't be streaming. I'll be flying off. And I'll see you guys on Monday when I'm back. So I want to thank everybody. Hope you had a good time with Bring Your Tactics. Hope you enjoyed today's show. Meanwhile, please take care of yourselves. Have a very good weekend. And to all of those celebrating the holiday, have a great holiday. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye.